Wow, she literally snapped that day and she has never come back. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Arcane. We're now on to episode 4, which is called Happy Progress Day! ! We ended the last episode with a lot of tragedy, unfortunately. We lost Vander, we lost some of the kids that were part of the whole Undercity robbing gang, and I think what's most heartbreaking is that we saw the two focal sisters of this group, Vi and Powder, be separated for the first time probably ever. And unfortunately, we see that the, what's his name now? Oh, I forgot, Mr. Red Eye. He saw this girl, and rather than killing Powder, he saw a golden opportunity to foster someone under his dark and twisted purpose as far as what he thinks the Undercity should be doing. But also, we saw that in the explosion last episode, he lost his scientist. He lost the person that was helping him concoct that purple potion of doom. And now he's got Powder, who we've already seen already has a scientific mind. So I feel like she's going to end up being groomed right into that role of that person who we lost, which I was hoping he would stay gone because that would at least slow down the production of that horrible liquid. But I have a feeling not only is there going to be more of that, but Powder is very smart. So I feel like between that and the fact that she has those explosive crystals still, I think something even more horrible is about to come out of there. We saw that a guard took Vi away. No idea what he's planning to do with her because technically she's still wanted. He may not want to go back to Piltover empty-handed after everything, especially considering his commanding officer got killed because of a bad deal. So I don't know, like I'm really not sure we're going to start this episode. You know, all of that was happening while we also saw our Tinkerer Jace finally achieve some level of his hex tech, as he calls it. I'm about to jump in, but before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy what you see and think about hitting that subscribe button and also hitting that like. It helps the algorithm know that this is good stuff and that it is exactly what it says it is. So yes, if you're so inclined, please do both of those things and join the fam so you can notify when I do more reactions to this show. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, come on, join the fam. We're growing every day, and we are on a march to 10K, and I'd love it if you join me. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 4 right about now. As sunset falls.
It's shaping up to be an amazing progress day.
Oh, his jacket seems nicer. Is this a flashback?
Your hex gates have done wonders for our city.
Okay.
Brought scholars from distant lands, reunited passions in arts and science.
I was right, so we did do a skip forward.
Perhaps there's something in the lab you might be able to share.
Whatever that animal is, it's like, can y'all be talking in another room, please? Okay, well, Piltover still looks shiny and okay, so I guess nothing too bad happened after last episode yet. There's a lot more of those airships in the sky from what I remember, though. This is nice. We actually haven't had a lot of Piltover yet in this series, I just realized. Almost everything's been in the Undercity. Oh, is this the gate? Who coming? Nice. Okay, hex tech, maybe a good thing, but he said it's a gate. But that's what we saw, right? In the episode where Jace witnessed the magic initially, it was the opening of a gate, which again, I don't know if that's even magic, right? That could just be like portaling, which is a completely, it could be magical, but I feel like that's also just the time-space thing, which has been around for a long time. But anyhow, curious to know like what else they're gonna discover. Like he just said, the gates are great, but what else can you do? I want a metal butterfly right now. Give it to me immediately. Oh, look whose face is everywhere. We've come up in society. Just about to be expelled from the town, and now his face is on banners.
A beacon of trade and prosperity.
Oh, not these traitorous.
Excuse me.
Didn't you tell him you didn't want him to come to your gate no more? I remember that. I would never use a boat ever again if I could use hex gates. Just be like appearing in people's living rooms and stuff. Uh-oh, I know this guy. That's one of the bad guys.
Manifest from your friend downtown.
Oh, she's still here. And she's got blue. Oh no, wait, her face always look like that? Now I can't remember. That was cool. Oh no, these are different people. Oh, okay, I like this. A lot. I thought this was part of the Undercity guys' gang, but guess they're not the only gangsters in town.
I've never seen this much shimmer before.
They're expanding.
Sugar?
For more below.
Oh, they're trying to stop it. Thank God, I think. Wait, I'm not sure if I like these guys yet. Is this Vi? I thought maybe it was, but never mind.
She's here.
That looks like the monkey. The clapping monkey. Oh no. This is you, Powder, isn't it? I just remember now too when that place they used to hide out in when they were hiding from the enforcers had that glowing graffiti everywhere. Guess they didn't make it. Probably time to abandon this mission. Y'all could have destroyed this entire batch while you were waiting and looking. Look at Powder.
Hi.
She got tatted? Oh, she hard now. She definitely learned how to tinker properly. She's always been a good shot. You better run. Oh, her hair. I was about to say, you took way too long to do that. I knew it.
Why did you leave me?
Wow, I love this animation of like her actually losing her mind right now. Is it actually Vi? Or is it just a girl with red or the same color hair? It's not her. But she's clearly not over her sister. She was literally killing. It wasn't her, but we saw she was willing to shoot her. But I guess that was what she wanted over her leaving her again. Ooh, these shots are insane. It's not even her.
You are supposed to guard the cargo.
She did, kinda. One thing I will say, Powder don't look scared no more.
We just need to show him it's safe.
He does not look healthy. Have you been sleeping, my friend?
What about the council? Built the hex gates like they asked. It's our turn to decide the future of Hex Tech.
Good luck with that. Welcome to doing things for the
I'm so
government.
glad you could. Hex Tech was supposed to bring magic into the life of the common man, and now it finally can.
Oh, you've changed the shape. I was about to say, it looks a bit smoother.
Hex Tech.
What does it do? You about to hit that?
Oh, wait!
Your pet's dumb.
The next chapter of Hex Tech.
It's Thanos' glove?
We can now design.
Snap. Watch half this town go.
The Hex Claw.
Ooh, I like the claw better. It's a little more refined. That's more my speed. Oh, it's
Imagine.
accuracy's a little off.
I want Hex Tech to be a tool for us to build a new world, and now it's finally possible.
Oh, geez. Can we work out some of the kinks so it doesn't kill people's pets?
Obviously, there are a few kinks to iron out.
I'd say.
And screws to be tightened. But give it a decade of careful research, and it will be ready.
A decade?
It zips past you in the blink of an eye.
With respect.
For you? Like, humans don't have that kind of span, my friend.
Keep at it, and I'm sure you will discover a way to safeguard Hex Tech against misuse.
Has someone not told this man that humans age just a bit faster than he does? A decade is a long time for a humane. For a humane. A human, you know what I meant. My wonder is like, who are they shipping this to? Is it a drug now? Or are they like, do they have sympathizers in Piltover who want to help them overthrow? Like, what's the point? Okay, she's got a mind for this. We love a good investigator. You're awfully brave to be wandering around all this stuff with no backup, no idea what's going on in there. You're assuming everyone's gone?
You're from the Undercity.
Duh.
She shot me.
Who shot you? Who were you working for?
I can't. He'll kill me.
Who?
You're dying!
Since you're looking for more work, you can take
jeez.
the graveyard shift tonight at the fair.
Thank you. It's where all the cool stuff happens anyway. Isn't that the same guy who made the bad deal? It is. No wonder the police aren't discovering anything. Oh, look what they did to the last drop. They bastardized it. At least the jukebox is still there, I guess. Oh, I see eyes
She
glowing.
fired on us.
So it's a drug now.
She froze up and lost her shit. I could have handled those brats. She's a problem and we all know it.
We.
Yikes. We all know how that goes.
It was your job to make sure things went smoothly.
Get out of Vader's chair, you jerk.
Fail.
You do know you could kill him, right? He's a tiny little wimpy man.
The topsiders are leaving us further and further behind.
It's not what you wanted.
What happened?
You're left alone.
One of those firelight wackos was a girl with pink hair.
Trauma's a real thing.
I know, sisters, right? Can't live with them, can't stuff them back in the old baby maker.
Wow, she literally snapped that day and she has never come back.
Jinx. All of us.
Oh, she's embracing her nickname now.
Won't happen again.
I know.
I don't believe you. Wow, this guy's putting it right in his eye? All right.
Take some time.
I don't need time.
I think you need therapy. So much therapy. And a straitjacket and lots of medication.
The only one actually worth my time is him.
The golden boy.
You don't talk to him anymore?
Could I borrow you for a minute?
Hell yes. I mean, sure. Oh, I saw that look. She's like, Gonna try to get your little project moved up by a decade?
It's Progress Day. Representatives from all over the world have come to see what new wonders the city of
Yeah,
Progress
you can
has
push
got.
this ahead yourself.
If there's a time to present a new creation, it is now.
Yes. Assuming it doesn't like laser someone's face off.
I've already spoken to several potential investors.
Investors?
Of course.
Yeah.
Everyone
Science
has
isn't
to
free.
themselves.
I can't tell if she's good or bad with this. I mean, she's not wrong. You do need someone who's willing to like take the risks to push progress, but you also need like the past to help you not make stupid mistakes over again.
I got confused, that's all. Now, he thinks I'm weak.
Wow, poor girl.
Suvika's a regular Johnny on the spot.
Oh, she recreated the crew. Oh dear. You're not weak, honey. You're just unfortunately broken. I was about to say, you don't look good. Why is no one talking about this? Do they not know? Do they not see? How are you doing all this progress, creating gates and magic and all that stuff, and homie is dying right beside you and there's like nothing? Like, I feel like that's what Hex Tech should be maybe looking at. Like, how do we keep people from deteriorating slowly in front of your eyes? There's gotta be illnesses you could be curing or trying to. Uh-oh. I should have known. I'm like, this looks like it's leading up to something very bad happening. I can feel it. The happy in the progress day is about to get scratched out. Speak from the heart. You don't need a speech.
This year, we've created something new for you.
Uh-oh. His face like...
Something that we will share with you
Don't say in 10 years, you...
when the time is right.
Coward. I mean, I half get it though. I mean, he did almost laser the poor little pet to death in a demonstration, and all you would need is to accidentally kill one of these, you know, important people, and it's the end of everything, right? It's a hard position to be in. Oh, and I feel like his partner, this was probably like his last hurrah. It's not true. Oh, what have you done, Powder?
Get out! Now!
It's too late.
Also, I brought this dynamite. Goodbye!
Damn. What was this for, Powder? What was this for? But I mean, I shouldn't be asking this question. She's clearly nuts. Where is Vi? She still a Vector?
The gemstone is gone, along with some of our research papers.
Ah, she wanted the tech.
How did it come to this?
Yeah. Officer standing right there who started this.
With the stolen crystal?
Shimmer. Body replacements? We've seen their ingenuity over the years. Of course they can.
At least you give the respect where they deserve.
I have come before you to recommend that we suspend all Hex Tech operations until the situation is resolved.
No way they're closing them Hex Tech gates.
The refinery and the Hex Gates. The safety of Piltover will be our first priority.
You'd think, no, honey.
It's still winter. I to tell the Noxians their next shipment of wine will be vinegar.
Yes.
It appears we leave ourselves vulnerable to malefactors.
Right?
More lives may be lost.
Like, what is good as the money if you're dead, sir?
Explore chair be brought forth, and that House Talus be elevated to this august body.
What?
The council has held 7 seats for generations.
Well, now it's time for 8.
Hextech security should be administered by a scientist.
That's true.
Shall we vote?
It's not what you think it is. They want you to make weapons, and that's not, I don't think that's what Jace is about. But I feel like he doesn't have much of a choice at this point.
That's me.
Half a dozen enforcers dead. Enforcers dead.
Yeah.
A building blown to pieces.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't care. Isn't that what you were all about?
You have.
I like how the nail polish is like all scratched and stuff. The detail in this show is amazing. So broken. Look at him. He's like, I don't know if I should be happy or terrified because I'm kind of both. That's the thing when you have someone like Powder, though. She's a loose cannon. Very powerful, but more dangerous than not.
The same symbols showed up at the botched smuggling operation at the Hex.
Wow, she just decided to use the floor as her crime scene map. I love it.
Yeah, there's one thing I've learned about the council. They need more than just theories.
And also, the one you want to talk to is the corrupt cop who caused half of this. So, good luck with that.
You almost died, Kate. I just want you to be safe.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a bit condescending. Maybe you should ask her. Interesting. They're showing how the sign of being rich is not always freedom. In some cases, your life is frustratingly small. Really, in her situation, she can't escape the fact that her parents have a lot of sway in this town, even though she clearly wants to strike out on her own.
He's got reason to talk. Must have been sent in today.
This tattoos.
Inmate 2135.
Looks amazing.
Wait, that's not
What kind of incident?
not pretty kind.
Okay. Wow, I had a feeling he wouldn't get to stay in prison.
Talk to him.
Vi's in here! I didn't even... That's right. She would be in jail. Under the jail. Oh my god, she's a beast! When did she get tatted? Jeez, these girls are hardcore.
Who the hell are you?
So is her name Vi or is it actually 6? Either way, it's cool. Woo! Anyways, okay guys, that was episode 4. Happy Progress Day. And wow, we got an update, all right. I was right about the time jump. I thought, it kind of, these things just happen in this type of storytelling, right? Like the first couple episodes are what gave us the background so that we understand more of why the girls are where when we get to this episode. But now it's kind of like it's time for like the big story. Like we need to see where this all culminates to, right? Especially when you have something as huge as what happened in episode 3 happen. It's gotta be the launch pad into some bigger stuff that happens down the line. Well, I guess basically the big things we see, like Jace, exactly what I thought would happen. He's opened up this whole new world of tech to them and the city benefited from it, but he's learning the hard way that once government and the powers that be get involved in science, it stops being about the purest of science, right? It becomes about the profit. It becomes about the greater good, which is usually just the greater good of people's pockets. And him and his business partner, who is clearly dying, it seems like, I'm wondering what's up with that. They're realizing now that they're not even getting to do what they really want to do. Like there's areas they want to explore, things they want to do with all this new like knowledge and technology they have. But unfortunately, now that the government's involved and clearly funding their research, that's been taken out of their hands. And now they're doing things that are mostly for the benefit of commerce and again, the way it goes in most societies, right? Whoever's got the deepest pockets runs the world, and that's what's kind of happening here. We see that Jace really is still that altruistic person we saw back a couple episodes ago. He wants to create this tech so that it will help people. It will benefit like the everyday man, not just the rich. But we're seeing that unfortunately these things just keep getting pushed back. And I mean, I do understand where Heimerdinger, I think is the way you say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But I think where his point is that I don't think he has an issue with the altruistic nature of what Jace wants to do. I think his worry is understandably in the stability of it and how it could very easily go awry. And we saw even in that demonstration that things are still a little bit jinky. Things could go really wrong and it could hurt, right? It could hurt somebody. The last thing you'd want to do is just put this tech out there and have a whole farm blow up, right? So this is what happens. It's a very realistic way that things work in the scientific world. There's a lot of scientists out there that would love to do a lot of more benevolent, and yeah, it sucks for Jace. And like I said, I don't know what's going on with his business partner, but it's not looking like he's going to be long for this world. And I feel like this tech is probably something that he was hoping would maybe help him. Like maybe, we've seen he's had that cane since they first met. So maybe it's some sort of an illness that he has that's been progressing. We don't know yet. But yeah, I feel like Jace is going to be pushed into doing something he doesn't want to do. I feel like that whole move to make him a council member, which is good in one sense in that he doesn't have to keep asking for permission for certain things. But I don't think it was all, like I said, for the benefit of him. I think it's because they want him to start creating weapons. And I'm actually surprised they haven't already started him on that, because sadly, that's usually the next step when it comes to these types of scientific discoveries. Next, we have our fast forward into Powder. We see that there are like those skateboarding, hoverboarding guys that are out there that look like they're trying to stop the Undercity's activities. But I don't know. We didn't get much on them, but clearly they're a faction, they're a group, and we spent a little bit of time on them. So I feel like, what did they call them? The Fire something? I'm sorry, these are all going out of my head now, but apparently they're an issue for the Undercity, and I think they might be a factor later on if they brought them up in this episode. But this is what introduced us to Powder as she is now. She's now taken on the nickname she had as a kid, Jinx, and I understand why she would take that on. It's a little bit of a screw you to all the people who kept saying that she was all the things that were undesirable in this world. But as we can see, much like we saw when she was, at the end of the last episode, crying and freaking out and begging her sister to stay, she's broken, right? Literally, she has not moved past that day that Vi left her alone to go and save Vander. Like, that Powder is still that little, maybe 10-year-old, 12-year-old in that room. She's not moved past that, and she is clearly broken mentally. Like, she had a breakdown, and she is not recovered. And it looks like her tinkering and her inventions are somewhat keeping her, I would say, sane. It's giving her a place to channel all that energy. And obviously, as I said a couple episodes ago, it's very clear that she's smart. She was always smart. And sadly, I think if she had the right fostering, she probably could have turned that into something very beneficial. Like her working with Jace, probably be a dream team. But unfortunately, we all know she went through a ton of trauma. It's never been addressed. And I think it's gone all the way back to seeing her parents die. Like, she has a lot she's carrying. And that moment last episode is what broke her mentally, emotionally. She is stuck there. And now she's this, well, I think we can assume she's grown now technically, but she's broken. And you've got this man, the bad guy with the red eye. He's gone and basically abused the fact that she's broken, the fact that she doesn't have the strength to know that what she's doing is not okay. And he thought he was fostering something that would just be the perfect weapon. But I think this episode is already showing how broken she is, and that the older she's getting, the more powerful she's getting in the sense of her capabilities. And now, I saw a lot of worry on that man's face. Like, I think he's starting to realize that he thought he could use this cannon for his own use. But that's the thing, when you have a powerful weapon, it can backfire one day, right? It's just as dangerous to the wielder as it is to the people it's being aimed at. The idea that Vi is still out there, the idea that she could be somewhere for her to get near or get at is still very much in her mind. And I think from the sounds of things, she thinks Vi is dead. Even though she's clearly very angry at Vi still, and still has a lot of pent up negative emotion there, she still just wants her big sister, right? That's the only family she's ever really had. And I think that despite what little we saw in this episode, I think Powder knows that this guy, this benefactor she has now, doesn't really care about her. It's definitely building up for if those two ever do end up face to face, there's going to be a lot there. And I think unfortunately Vi is going to be coming at it most likely with a spirit of, I'm so sorry that I lost it in that moment. But Powder's going to be coming with a lot of anger. We saw that she shot that girl in the back. But again, I think it's because she ran away. Things in Piltover are definitely going through their growing pains, and then things in the Undercity are kind of reaching a point too. And I'm not sure where this culmination point's going to go, because we saw that Powder was only able to get one of those gems, thank God. but I think it'll be more than enough for her to figure out what she might be able to do to start, again, creating some dangerous stuff that could be used by the wrong people. But then we saw one of the most glorious moments of the episode, that Vi is still there in jail. She attacked that guy who, understandably, you know, she probably looks at him and thinks that he's one of the reasons why Vander is dead. But she's been in jail, just bulking up, getting more and more badass than she was. I mean, the woman is punching cement walls. Okay? Let's just deep that for a moment. Vi is punching cement walls. I think the levels of badassery we see, like we saw a lot when Vi was just a teenager. I'm thinking she's just a machine of death now. I'm very interested now to see where Vi's mental state is at, because again, she ended in a lot of trauma last episode as well, but she was in a little bit of a different position of Powder's, in that she's always been a little bit more independent than Powder has always been, but also she's got a little bit more of a long lens to kind of look at why things happened the way they did and who was really at fault there, whereas Powder really didn't have that. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next episode.